What's up, everybody, and welcome to another short market update. Today is Wednesday, the 31st of August. So today we're going to discuss Bitcoin, we're going to look at stocks, we're going to look at ETH, and then some altcoins. So ever since our friend Powell came out and said that more than likely they're going to keep increasing rates, stock market has been going down pretty... not that aggressively, but it's been going down, right? So most stocks are going down at the moment. Let me get my other list. As we can see here, the S&P 500, we have the NAS. Everything for the most part is going down. The dollar right now is sitting at a pretty decent resistance, which we have to break. So if we do break here, we probably will expect a lot more downside in the stock market and in crypto in general. But for the moment, the dollar is sitting at resistance. So it's a little make or break moment at the moment. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. So, as we discussed before, we had that beautiful pattern that was happening on Bitcoin. Then we broke down, made a nice little pattern again. Now we broke down again. So at the moment, we're kind of ranging. Let me get rid of this support level. We're kind of ranging in between this area right here. So you can see we have a pretty decent support at 19.5. We have a pretty decent resistance at 20,500. So right now we're just ranging in between. So if we were to go down here and break this level, the next area to look for is going to be around 1900. So this lower region right here that we were at previously, this is going to be the next area that we have to watch out for. Otherwise, we really do have to flip this resistance, and if flipping this resistance, we can target this next area of resistance. And more than likely, if we do break this area, we're going to move up here because there's a pretty big area where we kind of just move through pretty aggressively. So we got to just watch out for the moment. It looks like we are getting rejected, and Bitcoin is going down at the moment. Let's have a look at Ethereum. But for the moment, right, as we spoke, we have a support here that we need to hold. We have another support here that we also need to hold. And we have a higher resistance that we need to flip. All right, so we just have to monitor to see what happens within the market. Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, we did have a breakout, a smaller time frame breakout. Actually, I take that back. We did not. We had a rejection. So it came down to one of the levels we discussed. We have a low that we need to hold right here, right around 14.5. Holding this level is important. Otherwise, we're targeting 13, right? This lower region. So I do want to see this pattern being broken. Let's go up to the 4 hours. So as we can see right here, this is off. There you go. As we can see right here, we are ranging within this pattern. So what we want to look for is a breakout to the upside, a retest, and a continuation, right? Then I'll target the higher region, which is right here, right? Area of consolidation. This is the resistance we have. This will be a temporary scalp short. So this will be the next target that ETH has to break. Otherwise, 1800 is the next region. So I want to see a breakout from this pattern to have a feeling that we're going to go higher, right? Or for the probability of going higher is going to be, higher per se, if we do break this pattern. Otherwise, we're going to target the next range, the next support, which is right around here, right? Where we had a nice area of consolidation. We had a retest. So if we were to break down, this is where I target. Breaking this pattern, of course, would be super bearish. We do have 12.5, and then we have the mid-range of ETH, right around 1120. So we have important levels that we have highlighted, and we're gonna just monitor them. So for the most part, or the important parts is ETH is in a pattern. ETH has to break the pattern. Next resistance, 1680, 1700-ish. Breakout, retest, continuation to this area needs to flip, and then we can aim for 18. Otherwise, fails to hold. If we go down here to 14, fails to hold. We're going to target 13.5, and it needs to stay within this pattern for us to hopefully see higher. Otherwise, we're just going to continue going down. So that is it for ETH. Let's have a look at some other coins. CRV, we discussed the support, and it is up 22% from when we spoke about it. So in the previous market update, we spoke about an important level for CRV being around $1. It's up currently 19%. Definitely do take some profits. Actually, it's only 14, but definitely do take some profits. It's a pretty good trade, pretty good gains altogether. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these in the next short market updates, where I'm going to look at some coins I'm interested in. I'm going to give you guys some levels, and then we'll go from there. So let's discuss some of the coins we looked at. I did mention Atom at 11 would be a good level. It's up 11%. And then I'm pretty sure I gave a lower level for Atom, which was, let's see where that was, around 9.7. So 9.7 was the lower level I was looking at. So right around here. I actually want to move it down because we're pretty close to it where we bounced. So around $9 would be another level to look at. So $11 filled, up 11%. Definitely take some profit. Stop losses should be at entry just because everything's so unpredictable. AVAX, we did speak about this level, $20 holding potentially, but it didn't. Definitely just completely went through the level. Now, in times where I give out levels, please have a stop loss below, just in case. So whatever stop loss you're comfortable with, if it's 2% or 3% or whatever, have a stop loss, because if one zone doesn't hold, the next one will. And we spoke about 18.7, I believe, for AVAX. And that one did hold, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go through. 18.2, so this level right here, so it went up 12%. So this was the level I was looking at. Next level I'm looking at is $16 for AVAX if we do not flip this resistance at $20. But pretty good trade. We spoke about BNB, 277. It did go up 5%. Not too comfortable with this level. I think BNB has a lot more to go. I want 250 for BNB. I want this level right here. I think it's a pretty good risk to reward down in this region. Right now, it looks like we're making a downtrending resistance. If we do break it, it might be a different story. But at the moment, 277, still up in profit by a little bit, as you know, we're talking about it. But it did go up 5%. CRV, we already spoke about it. This one did really well. Kadena is still not at the level that we want it to be, but it is approaching. So we did talk about 1.4, and that's the region where I'm looking at the moment. So this area hasn't hit yet. Link, on the other hand, did hit one of the areas we looked at. So 6.3 is the level I gave it. It went up 8%. Failure to hold this level, we're looking at 5.9. There are some pretty large wicks down in this area, so it could potentially wick all the way down here. So this area might be a good DCA level. Stop loss below, of course, we never want to create a lower low. But it did go up 8%. ADA hurt my feelings. So I was hoping for this is pretty much around 4.2. Actually missed it by 0.0030 cents, which I'm upset about. And then it went up, I believe, 10%. Yeah, pretty much almost 10%. But I did give a less conservative target of 43 cents, and it went up 6%. So that's still good. Good trade. I am looking to add a little bit more of ADA and a little bit more of Cody. Just waiting for the lower regions to be hit, depending on what Bitcoin will be doing. Let's have a look at some other coins. Let's look at some levels. So Polkadot, looking at 6.5. Let's delete all this beautiful stuff. This is the region where I'm looking at for Polkadot. So between 6.5 to 6.2. This is an interesting area where I think we might have a little bit of a bounce. Let's look at some other coins. Cody's another one. This one with ADA. Two pretty decent plays for the next few months as the fork is coming live, hopefully, right? So I'm looking at 0.08. This one also missed by a few cents. But those are the two that I'd be watching heavily. Let's look at some other coins. Did we look at NEAR? No, we did not look at NEAR. So if you guys also have any recommendations for the next videos, like if you guys want me to look at specific coins, and I can look at some levels pretty quickly. But NEAR, I would really want this lower region. Whether we get it or not depends. But this is where I want 3.31. Unless we flip this higher level, and I wouldn't mind buying higher. So this is a resistance that is pretty much fighting. So flip of this level would mean target the 5s. All right, but a rejection here, I think, will come up or come down to this region. And this is where I'm interested in buying. But that is it for our video. Like I said, if you guys have any recommendations of different coins you guys want me to go through these short market updates, let me know. Hopefully you guys got into some of these coins, and hopefully you guys took profit as well. But with that said, that is our video for today. I hope everybody has a lovely Wednesday, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.